Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Allied Laboratories welcomes you. You can find us here on Gladstone Road in Grenville, in the building next to Calico, on the second floor, adjacent to Dr. Isaac's office. Or you can find us here on Anse Main Road, adjacent to South Winds, opposite the entrance of XL Plaza. Contact our Grenville branch at 410-3488 or 419-1588, or send us an email at alliedlabgrenville@gmail.com. You can contact our Grand Anse branch at 403-3488 or 404-3488, or send us an email at alliedlabstgeorge@gmail.com.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories. We're taking care of Grenada.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Alrighty, and of course we'd like to say hello and welcome to everyone tuned in to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and yes, we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, Grenada. Of course, we just celebrated our independence, 49 years as an independence nation. We had the parade yesterday and so many things happened. The national colors, people were out in the national colors. There were festivity, there were events, there were a lot that happened yesterday, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. Of course, we have other things that happened today as well that we're going to be telling you about. Now, this is what we call news discussed, not told. So we're discussing the business. Welcome to the first-time viewers to the program. What took you so long? And to those of you who are always here, the loyal viewers, hello to you. Now, folks, we've got quite a few things to talk to you about today. 2 shootings at Anse, and we're going to tell you about another event that took place in St. George's. We'll talk about that in a moment. Old Trafford Tantine area. Identity of the decomposing body in St. David has been revealed as well. Police, they are concerned with the frequency of gun-related crimes that we are seeing happening here in Grenada in recent times. The Prime Minister underscores his government's commitment to transform Grenada, and sexual offences top the Assizes list once again. So people, we're coming back in a while. Gotta let you know that the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of course Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors, and all our sponsors on the program. We say hello to you and thank you for viewing. And of course, folks, we're taking a break and come back. A little thing, we're coming back, you know what I mean? No. Someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel, and guess what? That person could be you. We'll be back.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
All right, family, so welcome to the business tonight. And of course, you know, before we go into anything, we need to recognize this, all right? Now, the government of Grenada say that they like to stand in solidarity with the government and people of Turkey and Syria. And that's following the devastating February 6th earthquake and aftershocks, which has left thousands of people. I don't know if you're following this. It's heartbreaking. Thousands of persons have died and tens of thousands more injured. And sadly, many more still buried under rubble. Our Prime Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, he's expressed deep sympathy and solidarity with all affected by the deadly earthquake, noting the added complexity that the disaster brings to humanitarian efforts in Syria. Now, it says that we are profoundly saddened by the magnitude of destruction visited on our brothers and sisters in Turkey and Syria, and offer our sincere condolence and prayers to all those impacted by the unfolding disaster. The government of Grenada shows the government and the people of Turkey and Syria of our unwavering support and compassion during this most difficult time. Folks, if you're following this thing, it had to watch. It real had to watch. People, you had. You know, sometimes we're here and we say Grenada nice, but we just never know when we'll be faced with any of those disasters, and so we have to prepare ourselves. Put a little money in the bank, go GUT or communal or one of them, put some money in the bank. Or in credit union, save it for the rainy days because you don't know when it's going to come upon you. Coronavirus, COVID-19 should have taught us something about preparation for unforeseen circumstances. And of course, that's what I learned from this unfolding situation in Turkey and Syria. Smaller it is, prepare yourself. You know what I mean? The National Celebrations Committee, the NCC, say that they regret, but they like to inform you of the postponement of the national awards for this year. Yep, they're postponing the national awards. According to them, unfortunately, nominations were few and many were incomplete. failing to meet the required conditions to allow for a thorough and fair consideration process. Now, the nomination exercise will be reviewed in the coming weeks with a view to streamline, they say, the process. Valid nominations received in 2023 will be automatically resubmitted for consideration in 2024. The NCC said that they'd like to thank the public for your understanding and your patience. Folks, it's almost a week, and the men who have been lost at sea are still out there somewhere. And the family, they are maybe losing hope. It's an emotional tornado for them, especially with the rumor that started circulating on Tuesday that they were found. What, Tuesday? No, on Monday, sorry. What today is? Today's Wednesday. You understand? So it's tough. You know, they've been calling, asking people to help and so on. And yet, no good news. So they're saying to people still, do not let your interest to help waver. There are people who've gone missing at sea for months and were still discovered alive. And so they're hoping that the men are still alive. And ask you to keep an eye out if you're going out to sea. You know, if you operate those radios and so on, you know, just be extra alert for anything in that regard, you know. I feel it for them. Yesterday was no ordinary day. Grenada celebrated 49 years as an independence nation, of course, in fine style as usual at the National Stadium, with hundreds of Grenadians converging there to witness the military parade, and then following that, the official part of it with speeches from Prime Minister and other officials. It was nice. Nice little thing, you know what I mean? Oh, Grenada, land of, you know, it's just beautiful. You know, everybody were happy to witness, those who were there in person and those who watched online. The display put on by the police. And the prison and, you know, all those, the other participating individuals and organizations. In the Prime Minister's speech, a lot of things he spoke about in terms of the transformation agenda. He underscored government's commitment, the Prime Minister now, to transform this beautiful country, and spoke of some of the areas of focus.
My government is committed to the vision for Grenada that our foreparents held. A progressive society where every individual can enjoy high quality of life with adequate access to quality healthcare and education, peaceful and safe streets, first-class housing, green energy, and a deeper appreciation for the many benefits of our fertile lands, pristine environment, and our rich culture.
Yes, I. Now, the Prime Minister, he spoke of strengthening foundations that's been built and foundations that they started building themselves in the past, and forging ahead, looking forward, with their ideas coming to fruition, you know, materializing in the effort to take Grenada forward.
The ingenuity, the perseverance of the Grenadian people are our superpower, as can be witnessed in the numerous examples of Grenadians who left humble beginnings and continue to rise to the very top of their fields and to greatness here at home and in countries around the world. As we look back on our history, we take pride in all that we have accomplished, but we also recognize that there is much work to be done. In preparing for the future, in this season of hope, ripe with the potential for a renewed Grenada, a society transformed for and by its people. Let us ask ourselves, what is the legacy that we would like to leave behind? As we embark on this transformative process, let us free our minds to think, plan, and move forward. This administration has begun the urgent task to strengthen the foundational pillars that are necessary for sustainable development in all sectors, from universal education, quality healthcare, resilient digital and physical infrastructure, and the environment.
Thank you, sir. We'll have more for you on that in the National Report. Now, over to other news. Sexual offenses cases top the Assizes list in 2023. Again, not just 2023. You understand? Now, the first High Court session for 2023 started on the 17th of January. And the cases list contains 119 matters, ranging from murder to forgery and sexual offenses. The topic of sexual offenses has always been a major concern for the RGPF and citizens alike. You understand? Now, the first sexual offense sentencing for the year took place on the 2nd of February 2023. Cyril Joseph, we told you about that, is a 63-year-old security guard of Assizes in St. David. He first appeared before the magistrate at the St. George's Criminal Court on Tuesday, 4th June 2019. He was charged with sexual offenses, including indecent assault and sexual assault. You understand? So here's what he will spend the next 19 years of his life at His Majesty's prison. You understand? Attorney at law, George Prime. You know, he was speaking, in fact, in terms of the concerns that they have with regard to the high level of sexual offenses and and crimes of a sexual nature that we see popping up every single year. People, a large amount. You understand? Sexual offenses, man. Interfering like a girl and then kind of business. 14-year-old, 13-year-old, 12-year-old, 10-year-old, 5-year-old, 3 months old.
The issue of sexual offenses, as we know, is going on. The only difficulty with these type of cases, and sometimes this is we call it the hazard of the profession. Notwithstanding, there have been certain safety valves. For example, corroboration. Fact that you need certain things to convict, because you see, they're always in child cases of this kind. You are to be extremely cautious, and so over the years, courts of law, criminal practice in particular, have devised certain means and safeguards to stop what they call miscarriage of justice. So that, for example, to go and convict on the evidence of one complainant alone without corroborating evidence, and by corroborating evidence I mean evidence other than coming from the complainant herself. That is the type of support. In other words, courts like supporting evidence. In this case, there were none. The medical evidence were not there. They had issues of the pornography and phone calls and so on. That evidence is not there. But even if those evidence are not there, and the judge, I think, made the point, even if they're absent from a court, the court will have to advise and warn the jury, notwithstanding that there are none of these types of evidence, you could still convict if you believe the complainant.
Yeah. And so that's him talking about some of the concerns in terms of how these cases are conducted in the court. And you get his point, you know, because it kind of sticky too. But folks, it's just way too many of these offenses. Way too many complaints. You understand? I mean, now you look at that like a child growing up, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years and try to get some kind of sexual gratification from that child. What you could get from a 4-year-old? What you could get from a 10-year-old? What you could get 12, 13, 14? What you gain? You know what I mean? What you gain? Anyway, disgusting, man. Disgusting, nasty. Pick on somebody's own size. What you could get from a child? So we're going to tell you about shooting incidents now. I've been raising the concern for a long time, although he ain't. I will keep saying it until I'll get tired of me. In the past 3 months, I've reported gun-related crimes. More than I have done in 6 years. In the past 3 months. I'm saying that for what it's worth. Okay? Good. So now let's talk. At 9:30 last night, Montu, gunshot, ringing like bell. We've got ASP Simon Douglas. He's actually in charge of the Community Relations Department. He spoke to us about that particular incident that occurred yesterday.
On February 7th, 2023, about 9:30 p.m., police received reports of gunshots being fired at Montut St. George's. Officers responded. One man complained of having been confronted by a gentleman carrying a firearm, of several shots being fired, and him receiving an injury to his stomach area. In relation to that matter, one person is currently in police custody, assisting with that investigation. As soon as further developments come about, we will inform you. The victim involved has not received any serious injuries, and so he is not hospitalized in relation to that incident.
All right, thank you very much, sir. At around 11 p.m. yesterday again, last night, well, there was an event at Anse Beach, and a spillover crowd at the Wall Street. And according to police, there was another shooting incident that happened there. According to police, one man received several gunshot wounds about his body and then was rushed to the general hospital.
On February 7th, 2023, about 9:30 p.m., police received reports of around 11 p.m. on the 7th of February, 2023, following a function at Anse Beach, known as Beach Fest. Information was received by the police of gunshots being fired in the area known as Wall Street, Anse. Investigation into that matter revealed that one man received several gunshot wounds about his body. He is currently hospitalized, being treated for those injuries. No one has been arrested so far or detained in that matter.
All right, thank you very much, sir. There was another incident at around midnight, 11:59 thereabout. Last night again. This time in the Tantin or Old Trafford area. There was an incident that occurred there. At first, police were called in because persons in the area heard of a loud bang, and upon observation, there was a vehicle that ran into a wall. Vehicle ran into a wall. When people went in and they checked and so on, there was a man badly wounded in there. At the time, many did not know what really happened. All they know is it seemed like an accident. But then it was later observed that there were bullet holes. You understand? bullet holes in the glass of that particular vehicle. And then it was then later observed spent shell, as we just call it, a cased in that vehicle as well. You understand? The individual was later taken to hospital in a somewhat unconscious state. They attempted to get information from him, but of course he's not able to provide the police with any sort of details. Upon further investigation, it was revealed that at least the wounds that the individual sustained were not from the bullets. You understand? But were from the vehicle crashing into that wall. You understand? Now, it's now up to the police to go further into investigating that particular incident and understand what is the relationship between the apparent bullet hole, the spent shell, as we just call it, or casing on the ground, and that vehicle running into that wall. That's up to the police to investigate. However, the question was put forward to the police today. And the police responded.
On February 7th, 2023, around 11:57 p.m., police received reports of a vehicular accident at Tantine, St. George's. Officers responded and found one vehicle with a gentleman in it who was injured. He had injuries to his face, etc. That matter was investigated. The vehicle was damaged and believed to have run into a wall, causing damage to the vehicle and injuries to the driver. There are speculations that the injuries sustained by the gentleman were as a result of gunshots. The police has no information that any gunshots were fired in that area, and the injuries sustained by him were proven by the medical practitioners not to be related to gunshots.
Thank you very much, sir. And of course, we will speak with the police on a later date to find out what's the relationship, if there is one, between what was observed upon arrival at the scene of that accident and, the whole incident itself. You understand? And once we are able to get that, we'll be sharing that with you as well. News discussed, not told. You understand? Good. All you, how we're looking for time. You know how much time on the business? We still have the national report coming up. We still have the weather ending coming up. But the police, they are saying that they are very concerned with the frequency of which we are having gun-related incidents happening in Grenada in recent times.
Of course, the increase in gun-related matters is of grave concern to the police. That is quite new to us, having so many of those reports and so frequently. So it is of grave concern, and we are working hard, putting structures in place to try to look into wherever guns might be out there that are not legal and how we can recover them. We have recovered several illegal firearms in recent months, and we are continuing to dig into every bit of information we receive, which suggests that there are others out there.
Thank you very much, sir. He's the head of the Community Relations Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force. Now, we are moving on. How are we looking for time? Now, about, is it a week yet? A couple of days ago, actually, we were telling you that a body was found in the St. David area. In fact, it was a decomposing body that was found, and of course it took some time to understand who that person was. So we're committed to providing you an update relating to that, and we have an update for you in terms of the identity of that individual.
In relation to reports of a decomposed body which was found at P.T. Bakai in St. David's on February 4th, that body has been identified as Devon Gilbert, 49 years construction worker of Beaton St. David's. His last known address was The Cliff, Woburn, St. George's. The body was identified by a brother and a neighbor.
All right, so that was tough. Now, a lot of persons the last time on the program was saying, well, didn't somebody report him missing or anything like that? Well, according to police, no one made any sort of official report that he was missing.
The police had not received any information that he had been missing. As to whether the family had considered him missing, we are not able to say.
Thank you very much again, sir. All right, and it's just unfortunate, it's just unfortunate that he had to go that way. All right. What we can also tell you in unrelated news, we are hearing that the Los Angeles Lakers have traded Russell Westbrook for D'Angelo Russell in a huge team trade deal. All right, that will cause a stir. Yeah, that's the nature of the game, bro. It's the nature of the game. All right. So what else do we have to tell you? We have to remind you folks that we are streaming, and we do stream our news simultaneously on YouTube. Yes, so we do have a YouTube channel that we send our news to. So just like you're looking here now, you will always be able to view our program via YouTube as well. Of course, we'll be putting the link in the comment section for persons who want to know about it, so at least you can share that to your family and friends who also would like to view our live feed or our live news via YouTube. I know it's important that people get to view the program. I don't know, it's been a while now that we've been talking about some of the issues that we're having with Facebook, and it doesn't seem like Facebook is going to be resolving that anytime soon. So we have to take measures to counteract that. People are not able to share. People are not getting notification, and not just for my program, for other people, for other programs as well. So it's not limited to our program, but we just need to find ways of counteracting that. So a lot of people are not able to share. People are now not getting notification at all that we are live. So we're trying to see, if we can, make a few adjustments. Yes, and provide you with options. And of course, wherever you're most comfortable, then that's where you'll be able to view the program. Family, I'd like to take a short break and come back. When I take that break and come back, when we come back, it will be the national report, and of course, we'll also have the weather for you. So I encourage you to please stay with us as you share the program if you have not yet done so. We'll be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Anywhere, at any time, and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Government's refocused priority agenda to steer Grenada on path toward continued progress. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report.
This is going to be a very fast race. It's the 4x100 meter relay senior boys at the starter's order. And they're off. Grenada, get ready. It's the Grenada Athletic Association's Relay Meet 2023. The Karani James Athletic Stadium will be on fire as our nation's top athletes will blaze the tracks on Saturday, 11th February from 1:30 p.m. Come out and be part of the exciting 4x100, 4x200, 4x400, and many more relays. Admission, main stands, adults 20, children under 5 pay 10. Bleachers, adults 15, children under 5 pay 5. The bleachers will come alive with entertainment from some of our local artists and DJs. And our very own double world champion Anderson Peters would compete in a special javelin event. It's the Grenada Athletic Association's National Relay Meet, Saturday, February 11th at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. Be there. Sponsored by Blue Bubbles, the National Lottery Authority, and the Grenada Olympic Committee.
With the details to the news for Wednesday, February 8th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell is optimistic that with his administration's refocused priority agenda, Grenada will continue on the path to progress to secure its place in the global community. During his maiden independence address on Tuesday, the Grenadian leader said his government is committed to transforming the country into a progressive society that can provide basic necessities, grow economically, and remain on par with countries regionally and internationally. Prime Minister Mitchell is confident that his government's transformative agenda is the answer Grenada needs to move toward progress.
My government is committed to the vision for Grenada that our foreparents held. A progressive society where every individual can enjoy high quality of life with adequate access to quality healthcare and education, peaceful and safe streets, first-class housing, green energy, and a deeper appreciation for the many benefits of our fertile lands, pristine environment, and our rich culture.
He said Grenada has made significant strides over the years. However, there is still a lot to be done. Honorable Mitchell outlined areas of focus as part of the government's priority plans.
The ingenuity, the perseverance of the Grenadian people are our superpower, as can be witnessed in the numerous examples of Grenadians who left humble beginnings and continue to rise to the very top of their fields and to greatness here at home and in countries around the world. As we look back on our history, we take pride in all that we have accomplished, but we also recognize that there is much work to be done. In preparing for the future, in this season of hope, ripe with the potential for a renewed Grenada, a society transformed for and by its people, let us ask ourselves, what is the legacy that we would like to leave behind. As we embark on this transformative process, let us free our minds to think, plan, and move forward. This administration has begun the urgent task to strengthen the foundational pillars that are necessary for sustainable development in all sectors, from universal education, quality healthcare, resilient digital and physical infrastructure, and the environment.
Grenada's 49th independence celebration was held under the theme, The Journey to 50, reflecting on the past, planning for the future. The senior trade officer in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development says bigger plans are in the pipeline for Grenada's 50th Independence Expo in 2024. Speaking with GIS at the Independence Expo on Tuesday, Ernie James says this year's event is a build-up to next year's celebrations. He said the expo held in commemoration of the country's 49th anniversary exceeded the expectations of the organizers, with participation of over 60 vendors and agro-processors.
We have a good turnout from the exhibitors. They are all locally made products. So we have about 65 agro-processors, manufacturers here participating. We have some on the outside, on the tents, and then we have some on the inside. Because of the elements of the weather this morning, we had to move some of them to the inside. In terms of our expectation as a division of trade, we could say the expo, it exceeded our expectation. We were catering for about 50 and we have about 65 of them that register. There was a whole process of registration and payment in terms of securing a spot here at the expo. It was only $50 for one table and 2 chairs. And most of the agro-processors and manufacturers, they are comfortable, they are satisfied. As you can see, sales are good. So some of them, they are happy, they have samples, they have products on display, giveaway and so forth.
James says organizers are expecting double the number of agro-processors to register for the 2024 event. The Ministry of Trade will also provide support throughout 2023 to prepare interested businesses for the occasion.
We have big expectation for the 50th, as you can see. We have a lot of new agro-processors here with new products and so forth. So we will identify these products, help them develop, and by next year for the 50th you will have better quality in terms of labeling and packaging and so forth. And we also want to encourage others who have missed this expo to look out for next year when we send out the ad so that they can come and participate. So next year we want to have twice the amount as what we have here today.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
My name is Jefferson Antoine, and the name of my business is Deb's Honey. Well, I've been in this line of work for 3 years now. What gets me inspired is because I do agriculture, so I'm looking for pollination, and bee is one of the best pollinators you have. Some of the challenges I face is with material, frames, board, lumber. Well, there are no place really selling machines and things, so you have to look online and so forth. Well, the grant actually helped me to boost my business because I will have more boxes. I'm getting a machine again. As coming up, you know, most of the money you make in the honey, you have to spend it back in material. So, you know, you get a nice break from that. In 5 years, I see this business much bigger than now. It's a yes for sis.
Welcome back. The Department of Meteorology at the Grenada Airports Authority is now more equipped to provide hands-on information on approaching weather systems. This is with the installation of a Geneticast satellite system along with 2 high-frequency emergency radios through the kind courtesies of USAID. On Wednesday, U.S. Ambassador to Grenada, Linda Tagliella-Taylor, held a brief symbolic handover ceremony at the Morris Bishop International Airport. During an interview with GIS, Sarah Walter, Interim Regional Representative for USAID in the Caribbean region, said the satellite is a critical piece of equipment in forecasting approaching potential weather hazards at its early stages of development.
This is a GeoNetcast satellite system, and it's used in a variety of locations throughout the world. This enables the airport, this enables Grenada authorities to be able to tap into satellites that are watching water around the world, that are watching weather around the world, to make sure we have that real-time information. Could be a US satellite, could be a French satellite, could be an English satellite, it could be a number of satellites from different countries. They all work together, and then locations with this technology can communicate with each other too and help them know when something bad is coming down the weather track for them. This is going to enable Grenada to have almost real-time information about bad weather that's coming in, about a potential disaster, so that preparedness authorities can move forward all their preparations and help safeguard the citizens. And I have to say it was really a partnership with the Ministry of Infrastructure, Physical Development, Public Utilities, Civil Aviation, and Transportation, and a partnership with the Meteorological office here. It really was good to have this joint effort. It was all of us working together that made this possible.
Cecile Mitchell, manager of meteorology at the Grenada Airports Authority, says the inclusion of the GeoNetcast system along with the 2 high-frequency emergency radios will undoubtedly strengthen the team's ability to provide early warning information.
It will help us to monitor and be able to detect hazards, multiple hazards. It would also help with our communication from Met Office to NADMA and other stakeholders. We hope that this equipment will help to improve the service at the Met Office in terms of dissemination of information in a timely manner, and also to help us to garner the necessary response from the public when information is given to them with regards to multiple hazards.
Dr. Terence Walters, National Disaster Coordinator at the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, says his agency welcomes the equipment upgrade at the Meteorology Department, as it will mean dissemination of information to the general public in a more timely manner.
We at NADMA, we work closely with the Meteorological Office, and we depend on the experts at the Met Office to provide information for us so that we can then inform the general public. So any improvement, upgrade, enhancement of their system will definitely will be an excellent thing for NADMA and for the general population. So we are happy that the Met Office has received this new equipment, improved and enhanced equipment, so that they can provide much better information to us.
Finally, in the news, local vendors say they are grateful for the opportunity to showcase their products at the Made in Grenada Independence exhibition at the National Athletic Stadium car park. Tuesday's expo offered a platform for brands to showcase their products, services, and also earn feedback from the public on ways to improve business. Paintings, clothing, and craft items were on display. Vendors from the sister isle of Carriacou also came out to the expo. They are members of the Carriacou Association for Agro-Processors. GIS spoke with some of the vendors during the expo.
I'm in the craft business for over 20 years, and this is about my 10th time or more in Grenada Made Expo, because I always come out. Because of COVID, I could make it for the last 2 years, so I'm proud to be here today.
And what are some of the products that you make?
Okay, some of my products, I do straw work, the straw boxes. It's also for packaging spices and jewelry. I also do cocoa balls from the cocoa bean. I also do cocoa necklace, handband. Then I do nutmeg, which you get earring and necklaces.
This is the first time, but it's just a happy feelings being here. As it's the 49th anniversary. I always in the park, but this time is an expo, so I'm enjoying it.
Okay, and what are some of the products that you have?
I have mixed spices, I have various clothes, different dashikis and children clothing. I also do jerseys. I have, and in the store you get a variety of things.
We've been in the business for over 10 years, and it's my first time coming to the expo. We are a part of a small group called the Carrico Association of Agro-Processors. I bake, you have own a restaurant, basically restaurant and bakery. We also do catering.
We have a wide range of products. We love to say that our products are functional, so they're not just decorative, you can actually use them. So we have platters, we have wall decor, we also do light shades. Our platters can be used to display soaps. They can be used as little mint dishes.
Mason's Essential is mainly an agro-processing business. We do sweet relish, spicy relish. We do a shadow benny dip, and we also do a sweet and sour sauce. As you see, it's about making sure that your food is flavorful. And we also have the end where you have knitted items, compliments my mother.
The vendors added that the expo is a great way of marketing their products. They are being encouraged to participate in the exercise for Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence.
I think it's a good venture. At least independence is always something good. Independent in your own business, in your own life. And so it's good to always be here, you know.
It can do quite a lot because you have quite a mix of people at the stadium today. You have also foreigners, you have visitors, Grenadians who are also visiting. So it gives an opportunity for people to get to know your product, get to know about it.
This is our second time participating in the Independence Exposition, and I must say the feedback from persons coming by to check out our products has been quite good. We've had a number of suggestions of products that some people would like to see, but one of the comments that we've been getting a lot is the color. People actually, they really love the color.
Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cecilia Grenada and the Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell paid a visit to some of the booths. That story just ended the national report for Wednesday, February 8th, recapping the top story. Governments refocused the priority agenda to steer Grenada on path toward continued progress. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Rikisha, and all the best to you and the team. And of course, folks, what we have for you right now is the weather. And of course, that was submitted by the Met Office. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with light to moderate showers occasionally. Tonight's minimum temperature 23 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect. And for Thursday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be mostly fair at first, increasing in cloudiness as the day progresses, with light to moderate afternoon and nighttime showers, some of which may become heavy. There's a warning in place for tomorrow. Low chance of minor flooding in vulnerable areas. Max temperature for tomorrow 29 degrees Celsius and a minimum 23.5. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 9 feet in open waters. A marine advisory will be in effect for tomorrow. Alright, so again, weather is expected to be mostly fair at first, increasing in cloudiness as the day progresses, with light to moderate afternoon and nighttime showers, some of which may become heavy. Before we wrap, we want to say hello to the folks who are currently on YouTube. So all the YouTube viewers, hello to you. Talking about it's Clovey, Barbaran, also Suzanne, and Marcel, and Lynette, I mean everybody there. Anya, I mean everybody watching on the big screen, because some people, you can have your smart TV and view the program via your smart TV on YouTube and watch it on your big screen. So big up to you. My mom and Linton is there as well. And of course, those of you on Facebook, we want to say hello to you. So we're talking about Java, Ezra, Cynthia, Marcel, Michelle, Queen, Miriam, Davis, Claire, Vicky. Did I say Ezra already? And also Margaret, Praise and Worship, Joseph, and everyone else. Everyone else. Hello, 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 hello. All right. Bermuda, blessings to you. Who else? Dolores, how are you? So big up to Dolores as well. Sharon, Garvin, what's going on, bro? Garvin, Eunice, Kirin, Java, and the sharing committee. Shireen, who else? I mean, the whole of them, the whole crew, the whole of them. Blessings, blessings, blessings to you, all right? The Rayburn family, hello to you too, okay? So, yeah. Blessings to you. And wait, Walter, Anita, Glenda, Delian. I hope you guys are sharing, okay? All right, Bermuda, I hope you share already. Adonna, have you shared? Ezra, and have you shared? All right. So again, I want to encourage every one of you to share the program. Give people a chance to see the business. You understand? I see Delian, I tell her, Delian, share like if sharing going out of style. I tell you, Delian, share like sharing going out of style. So again, if you have not yet done it, share the business. So all right, guys, it's Clovey and Hazel and Barbara. Blessings, all right, and we'll touch base again on our next program, which will be tomorrow, God's willing. I do hope that you and your family will be all right. Don't take no one for granted, and I mean no one for granted. You just never know what can happen. So take some time today to really recognize your family members and letting them know how much you feel about them and appreciate them. And not just your family, Dolores, Diana, but also people who you come in contact with, co-workers and so on. You just never know. You just never know, Erling. You just never know. It might be your last conversation that you're having with that individual. And you don't want it to be one that had no sort of, real substance to it. You don't want it to be the person asking you for something and then you're forgetting to give it to them and then they die and you're like, oh my God, maybe that would have saved their life. Maybe that would have changed some sort of thing, Yeah. Joseph says, Mikey, Della and Jane. Actually, Joseph, I don't have to drive home. Carlin, Erlin, blessings to you, all right? Who else? Yeah, so blessings to everyone, and may God bless you, bless you, bless you. All right, Sylvina. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we all say, Ja! No! Everybody, when I say it, everybody say it, and we all say, Ja! No! Take care, take care, take care, take care. Blessings. I'll see you guys tomorrow, God's willing.